Michael Jackson's family entered court today for the first day of the wrongful death lawsuit in the singer's death.
And the family is contending that concert promoter AEG is responsible for the pop star's death. Natasha Barrett is in our satellite center with a high-profile list of witnesses expected to testify. Natasha?
Well, Leon, opening statements are underway right now in the wrongful death lawsuit against Michael Jackson's concert promoter, and the witness list is extensive. Several famous faces are scheduled to appear there, and this trial could also expose new details about the King of Pop's life.
Surrounded by cameras, the Jackson family rushed into civil court for the wrongful death trial against Michael Jackson's concert promoter AEG Live. The King of Pop was about to begin his This Is It comeback tour 4 years ago when he died. And Jackson's mother, Catherine, along with his 3 children, say AEG is responsible.
There's a lot at stake in this trial. I mean, money, and lots of it.
Prosecutors claim AEG negligently hired, supervised, and controlled Dr. Conrad Murray, who is now serving a 4-year sentence for giving Jackson a deadly dose of the powerful drug propofol. But AEG denies it had anything to do with Murray.
This is really a phase 2 of the Conrad Murray case. The question is really, was he working for AEG or was he Michael Jackson's personal physician?
With billions of dollars in possible damages at stake, analysts predict this trial will expose new details of Jackson's financial and legal troubles.
They want to try and say his reputation was diminished. If that's true, why did they enter into a business contract with him?
Other witnesses may include Diana Ross, Quincy Jones, Prince, Jackson's ex-wives Lisa Marie Presley and Debbie Rowe, along with his 2 older children, Prince and Paris.
If you've got Michael Jackson's children testifying, that's going to be emotional. How do you cross-examine those children?
Now, the first witness is expected to testify tomorrow. This trial could last several months. Some analysts say 2 to 4 months. Now, Jackson family lawyers want to call Dr. Conrad Murray to the stand, but if they do, we hear he plans to take the 5th so he won't jeopardize the appeal of his manslaughter conviction. Live from our satellite center tonight, Natasha Barrett, ABC 7 News.
Okay, thank you, Natasha. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 5, we've got some busy weather months ahead of us. So what kind of severe weather can we expect? Well, meteorologist Jackie Jarris went to the heart of the Storm Prediction Center to find out.
This speed camera along a busy local road was illegally installed. I'm Brad Bell. Coming up, find out where you might not have to pay your ticket.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 5 on your side.
2 unauthorized speed cameras are up and issuing tickets in the small town of Fairmount Heights in Prince George's County.
Now, the town put them up without going through the proper channels with the county, and now drivers want to know if these tickets are actually valid. Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell has the story.
The speed cameras in Fairmount Heights on Sheriff Road and Addison Road certainly aren't popular with drivers.
It's just something for the municipality to make some money.
I mean, you know, riding the brakes, all you're doing is wearing your brakes out all the time.
But now county officials are taking a hard look at the small town's cameras because Fairmount Heights never got the proper permits or memorandum of understanding from Prince George's County to make sure the system meets the county's law, which allows photo enforcement only in school zones and only if they are properly announced. This is Addison Road, and this is where the town of Fairmount Heights put one of their speed cameras. Now, one of the things that's required for a speed trap like this is that there be signs, photo enforced. There are no such signs.
But if the cameras are not in compliance, the best intention does not allow a jurisdiction to circumvent or to circumscribe the law.
John Townsend of AAA calls it a rogue program.
It is nothing more than municipal greed.
Prince George's County Public Works spokesperson Susan Hubbard says county inspectors will be visiting the cameras soon.
They need to make an application to the county. It has to be approved. They have to submit a traffic plan, and in the traffic plan it has to tell us where the cameras are going to be located, where the signs will be located.
In the meantime, drivers may begin to question the legitimacy of those $40 tickets issued now and in the past. In Fairmount Heights, Brad Bell, ABC 7 News.
Okay, Brad, thank you. So the Fairmount Heights Police Department runs the speed camera program for the town. Brad called them for a comment, but no one from the town or the police have called back.
Now, time for a look at the day's other top stories. A driver charged with a DUI is now also facing an involuntary manslaughter charge in the death of a pedestrian. Maria Wirtz appeared in court today after allegedly running down 58-year-old grandmother Emma Gainey. The crash happened yesterday at South Capitol and First Streets in Southwest Washington. There's growing concern now about what will happen to Gainey's 4 grandchildren. They range in age from 12 to 18.
The FBI says the Boston Marathon bombing suspects may have received help in designing those bombs used in the April 15th attack. But the man known as Misha, accused of radicalizing these brothers, says he actually had nothing to do with it. This comes as U.S. officials say concerns about the older brother, Tamerlan Tsarnaev, were raised after phone calls possibly discussing jihad were recorded by Russia between he and his mother 2 years ago.
And a former Washington Wizards player is breaking a sports barrier after publicly announcing that he is gay. Jason Collins is the first active player in the 4 major professional sports to come out. The 34-year-old NBA center chose to write a column in Sports Illustrated to do it.
An emotional ceremony today at one of D.C.'s more powerful memorial museums. The Holocaust Museum marked its 20th anniversary today and paid tribute to hundreds of living survivors and World War II veterans. Former President Bill Clinton spoke at the ceremony along with people who experienced the Holocaust firsthand.
It's meaningful, it's important because it's remembering that it happened. Even I find it so difficult so often to believe that it happened.
Organizers of the event say today is also special in that it's a rare, meaningful occasion for Holocaust survivors to reunite.
The Blue Angels are taking on a new mission this year after sequester budget cuts forced the flying group to cancel air shows. Now the elite pilots and their crews are participating in more community outreach and recruiting. Now you'll see this here in the school visit here in St. Martin, Mississippi. Their mission there is to inspire the next generation of pilots, sailors, and Marines.
There's always some that have entertained the idea of flying and doing different things, and the military is a great place to pursue those dreams. So hopefully, you know, what we say here today maybe plant some seeds or inspire some people.
During their presentation there, military recruiters also encouraged the students to consider careers in science, technology, engineering, or math.
Well, let's get a check on our traffic situation on the roads. Chris Anderson is here with the details. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Allison. Good evening. With the weather, we're seeing some hazardous driving conditions. Let's begin in Virginia. 95 delays across the Occoquan. Slow traffic again from Dale City through Stafford County. Inner loop delays leaving Maryland, heading up towards the across the American Legion Bridge towards the 270 spur. Delays again on the inner loop leaving College Park towards the Baltimore-Washington Parkway. Now, near the D.C.-Maryland line, Branch Avenue remains closed with a police investigation between the Suitland Parkway and Southern Avenue. In the district, the ongoing ceremony at the Holocaust Museum has 15th Street closed in both directions between Main Avenue and Independence Avenue. And also the earlier accident at Suitland Parkway near I-295 cleared. Residual delays, though, off the freeway. Let's look at traffic. Leon and Allison, back to you.
Hey, Chris, thank you. And still ahead on ABC 7 News at 5. Have you heard about this? Wolf Blitzer finds himself the victim of swatting in Montgomery County. We're going to tell you what that is and explain what happened.
There are things you can get away with in this world, and there are things you can't.
Matthew McConaughey gets down and dirty, but it might earn him some new respect. I'm Arch Campbell with entertainment. Coming up.
And coming up all new at 6 tonight, new information on that piece of a plane that was found just blocks away from Ground Zero in New York, including the small mystery that's now been solved. The new details and new up-close video. That's on ABC 7 News at 6.